Welcome to my views on news, another video with new stories for you. Firstly, West African nation Burkina Faso, where a military coup has been confirmed, coup within coup. Secondly, a Tigray opposition party leader who was arrested in July this year has been granted bail. Will he be released or will he still be kept in prison? Thirdly, a NoMore pro-Ethiopian government protest in the US has been cancelled. Why was it cancelled? And lastly, viewers, Olusegun Obasanjo, African Union's mediator to resolve Tigray conflict, is going to hold some meetings with the TPLF and OLA officials abroad, not in Ethiopia. Some details for you. Firstly, viewers, Burkina Faso, a country in West Africa, which saw a coup this year, at the start of this year, in January. Lieutenant Colonel Paul Henry Damiba seized power by force, obviously, and civilian president was removed from power. Paul Henry and accompanying military junta formed MPSR, Patriotic Movement for Safeguard and Restoration was the name of this movement, of basically military junta, which seized power in January this year. And now another military officer has seized power. His name is Captain Ibrahim Traore. Who is he? He is just a military officer. No details people know about him. So a coup within a coup. Burkina Faso has been fighting armed groups for years. Armed groups with affiliations and links with Al-Qaeda and ISIL. And armed groups are operating in large parts of Burkina Faso. There is economic crisis too, unemployment, rising cost of living, rising food prices. So people have been protesting. They were protesting against civilian government as well. When Paul Henry seized power in January this year, it was welcomed by general public. But after Paul Henry seized power, things did not improve. Instability remained in parts of, it continued in parts of Burkina Faso. And now another military officer has seized power. West Africa is prone to coups, viewers. Coups after coups, military coups in West Africa have been seen. Mali, neighboring country, we know that a military coup was staged in Mali, I think in 2021, in Guinea as well, Guinea-Bissau. And this year there was a failed coup attempt in Mali, a failed coup attempt in Guinea-Bissau as well. West Africa is prone to coups. Military officers seize power, but no change comes. People welcome them sometimes, fed up with civilian governments unable to perform as well. There is foreign interference too, but mainly democratic culture is missing. Democracy has not started its journey in these countries, you can say. So militaries are in power. Whenever they want, they can seize power. Secondly, viewers, A new story about a Tigray opposition party leader who was arrested in July. He has been granted bail. His name is, though not announced, but we have learned through some lawyers from the court that he has been granted bail. His name is Kibrom Berhe. Kibrom Berhe is leader of Tigray's opposition party, Baitona. He was arrested in July this year and he's been granted bail for 30,000 Ethiopian birrs. Not released from prison, just granted bail. Will he be released? That remains to be seen, because we know that courts grant bails in Ethiopia to accused, to prisoners, but police sometimes does not release them. Security institutions are very powerful in Ethiopia, so they can go against court orders. Let's see, will Kibrom Berhe be released? Some other opposition party leaders of Tigray are also in prison, like Hailu Kabbede. He was arrested around a month ago, I think, around 2 months ago, I think. He is from Salse Vujene, opposition party of Tigray. He is in prison too. Dori Esgidam in prison for more than a year. He is from Irob area of Tigray, Tigray Simba party, opposition party. He is from this party. He was arrested more than a year ago and so far he has not been released. Let's see, will Kibrom Berhe be released after this bail order? That remains to be seen. Thirdly, viewers, a NoMore protest in the US has been cancelled. On the 2nd of October, this protest was due to be held pro-Ethiopian government. It was being planned by Harmila Regawi and others. Eritrean, Ethiopian pro-government were being invited. But she announced today cancellation of this rally. She says it has been cancelled due to Iricha festival and due to adverse weather. When will it be held? No date announced so far. Maybe pro-government supporters are finding it difficult to organize a rally because it's difficult to put up a good show. Their last show was impressive, by the way. It happened more than a month ago, I think. Around a month ago, I think. But so far, no protest after that. This one cancelled. Lastly, viewers, Olusegun Obasanjo, African Union's mediator to resolve Tigray conflict, is going to hold some meetings with TPLF and OLA functionaries abroad. Maybe in the US, these meetings will be held reportedly. We know that Birhane Christos represents TPLF in the US, in other countries as well. OLA has also some representatives abroad. And now Olusegun Obasanjo is planning meetings with these functionaries. And some pro-government activists are opposing these upcoming meetings. They say that these low-level meetings should not be held by Olusegun Obasanjo. Well, my opinion is that effort for peace should be made. Obviously, in present situation, it is difficult for Obasanjo to travel to Tigray. All flights suspended to Tigray. By road travel also restricted to Tigray. So he cannot visit Tigray. If he wants to meet TPLF diaspora community members, it should be welcome, though he is a controversial figure for TPLF. But if he has something in mind which he wants to discuss with TPLF and OLA representatives, it should be encouraged. It shouldn't be opposed by pro-Ethiopian government activists. TPLF is already critical of Olusegun Obasanjo. If Obasanjo wants to meet them, I think it should be appreciated or encouraged at least. This war will come to an end through these engagements, through these talks. Otherwise, these parties will keep on fighting, keep on killing each other. So, engagement, no matter at what level it should be welcomed, I personally think. Uh, and maybe after Olusegun Obasanjo's meetings with TPLF and OLA functionaries, something good might come out, leading to direct talks between Ethiopian federal government and Tigray regional government. Think much.